Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's a Christian and Daniel Show.
Hi-de-ho!
Hey everybody,
I'm Christian,
and I'm Daniel.
and this is the Christian and
Daniel Show. God, I do look like I just woke up from a nap.
you do, but I look like I just came in from the spa.
I just woke up from a nap, so I look exactly the way I should be looking.
I do too. I did too. But this is how I look when I wake up.
This is you and your beauty
Natural radiance.
when you snore.
Hi, Charlie. Natural radiance. I don't snore and I don't nap.
Hi Charlie, how's it going? Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday.
It is a day of the week.
It is today on this day of the hour. Daniel looks older this
December
week.
20th.
How dare you? I am older. I am a year older.
It is. Thank you, Mr. Lido.
Hey, Nancy.
Hello, Nancy.
Today is Wednesday, December 28th, 2020. It is our last our last show of the year. Happy New Year to everybody. Well,
Happy early New Year.
Year. Yeah, because we'll see you next year. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to take a sip of my water. Hi.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
Today has been a weird day. My mood has been very odd today. For those of you that have known me for a long time, I go through, I call workaholic withdrawals. So my last official little gig was last Friday.
Mhm.
So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, it's about 5 days. So normally it takes about 5-6 days, and I start going through work withdrawals, and I don't get comfortable. Nothing tastes good. Aging like hobos fair.
I think we saw some hobos fine wine today going
God.
into the
Any
7-Eleven.
plans for the new year? Charlie, we're gonna do what we've been doing the last couple of years. We're gonna order from George Petrelli's.
Shoot, we should have done
We're going to what?
that. No, I'm talking to myself.
Oh, we're gonna order from George Petrelli's. We're gonna bring it home.
Yay.
We're gonna watch TV.
Prime rib.
And then we usually watch the 9 o'clock, the Eastern time
Yeah.
ball drop and celebrate New Year's because usually we're asleep, and then we wake up and watch more television. I thought you were going to say menopause. Yes, I'm doing menopause for. I've been through it. I mean, I've had things.
I ordered another $40 tiny cake. I know. I remember that from last year.
Yeah.
I was like, it was $40 and it's like a little
No,
8-6-inch cake.
Christian made me cake for my birthday, so
I actually made the Boston cream pie this year, and it turned out pretty good.
I forgot about that cake.
I'm not happy, but I was not happy with that cake. My cake is better that I made this year than that
I
thing.
think I mentally blocked out
Yeah.
the cake.
We wanted to forget it.
We blocked out
It
the
was
cake.
such a ripoff. The ingredients I spent. We spent maybe a total of $10 on the ingredients.
That was
and I
not a
baked
cheap
it.
cake.
Yeah, and that thing was,
correctly,
it was like $40. It was so outrageously and so tiny.
And we made the box with what, $10?
We got the box at the clearance at Big Lots because Big Lots is closing,
There's a lot of Big
or a
Lots
lot of
closing.
their
Big Lots
locations are closing,
If you're a Big Lots
and
fan,
they have really good deals going on too because they're like at the end.
so I gotta.
He did.
Yes, but yes,
he got a cream pie. for his birthday.
I could pull out the cake and show you what's left of it. We'll probably have some for tonight.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
And then
I'll bring it out in a minute.
But yeah, Big Lots are closing a whole bunch of their bunch of locations. I don't know if Big Lots is everywhere. I assume they are. They're nationwide.
But some stores are closing. Some are
And some
moving.
are moving, and some are just staying.
Yeah.
They're doing okay.
But remember, I pulled up that
Best
sort of-
Buys are going to go
Best
away.
Buys are closing.
Like Circuit City, they're going away.
For those of you in Southern California, here in the LA area, some Northgate stores are closing.
Yes, which is a Mexican food specialty market.
I
And
have the
a
list.
bunch of those are closing.
I have the list, but
Ours isn't, though, the one down here.
no, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Seems like most stuff here in Culver City, it's doing pretty good. They're keeping them open. But yeah, we were shocked at how many big companies are going under. Like, and right after Christmas, you think Christmas would have given a boost, but they say people are just ordering online. People in the lockdown, people got used to ordering online, so they're like, yeah. Oh, but note, in downtown Culver City, there is a new Erewhon's opening up. And if anyone has seen on TikTok the jokes about Erewhon.
The Mexican Trader Joe's. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And Bidlocked, okay, Pick and Save. Yeah, Pick and Save. I remember Pick and Save. Oh, yeah.
I'm looking for the list of stores. I think I did. I put that already.
Oh, I know. I was just looking at it.
I'm looking for the list that I posted. I know I posted it on my page.
But yeah, it's like it's insane to think how well, and none of these businesses are closing their online sales because they're just that's where all the money is now. It's like they were just a little late to the game.
Boston green pie is confusing because it has nothing in it that makes it a pie.
No fruit, and it's two cakes. Yeah.
Yeah. So well, you keep talking while I show them the cake you made.
Yeah, I don't know why they call it a pie. It's not a pie. It's never been a pie. It's not a pie. There's nothing about it that's a pie. Oh, yeah.
So here is, little butt.
A little butt.
It's a little cake butt. So here is the cake, and you can see the cream.
The wannabe Bavarian cream.
But it's actually vanilla pudding, which I prefer. Actually.
Yeah, he told me that with the last one I made a couple of years ago.
So, there you go.
He didn't like the Bavarian cream. He told me he preferred the pudding. I'm not going to argue with him. Make the recipe easier for me.
So for those of you who are not familiar,
and the ganache worked this time.
Yeah, it's yellow,
nice
yellow
shiny.
cake, vanilla pudding, yellow cake, and then he made the ganache on top. So.
Mm-hmm. So I thought the ganache turned out finely.
It is, and it tastes really good. It's really good.
It was a lot of fun to make. I like baking. I have always liked baking. I like doing it. I like doing as much from scratch as I can. That one was not a lot from scratch, but it was good. And the ganache finally turned out. The last time I made it, it turned into like this hard as rock, like chocolate cement. You basically had to peel it off and just eat the rest of the cake. So yeah. Oh, poor Daniel. He has like chocolate on his hand and he had to lick it off.
Which actually.
Thank you, Gabe. Thank you though very much.
Today is National Chocolate Day. So it's just appropriate. The first question of the night is, what kind of chocolates do you like? What's your favorite chocolate? What's your favorite chocolate?
My favorite chocolate is California Brittle from See's Candy. I love See's Candy for one thing. And but California Brittle is my favorite one because I can eat off the chocolate and I still have a nice almond brittle underneath to munch on. It's like two pieces of candy in one.
I love the look of
brown cake.
Brown cake.
It's very brown.
My favorite chocolate. Do I have? The strawberry cordial.
Oh, cordial.
Cordial, yeah. Those.
The cherry cordial.
Those are my favorite chocolate. So if you ever,
he really likes the cherry cordials.
I do like those.
And what's funny is those aren't. I don't like them that much. So.
Toblerone is pretty good. I like Toblerone.
I always feel like I expect more from it it doesn't deliver. It's kind of funny. Ooh, sure. I love chocolate banana. Ooh, like the ones you get at the fairs or street fairs.
Chocolate from Europe.
When they're just and chocolate from anywhere in Europe. Absolutely.
What is it chocolate banana or chocolate banana? Is that a thing?
It's banana. He meant banana. Because you know how they dip the fresh bananas at fairs and stuff in chocolate? Oh my gosh. Those are so good. The frozen banana and chocolate. That is a much healthier version of a popsicle.
But I was going to say that one of the cool things about making the cake here is that you can make the pudding with lactose.
Yes, I crumble up
No, not
lactate
lactate.
and put it in the pie. No, you can make the pudding or the filling with lactose-free milk so it doesn't bug your system.
So I can eat it without worrying about anything. I forgot to put the A.
And then you don't make the
yoga. I was like, is that a different chocolate banana? I was like, I've never had that one before.
I knew it was banana,
should try it.
Charlie. Don't worry.
Today is also National Call a Friend Day.
Boop, 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 boop. Ring, 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 ring. Wish he'd answer. Ring.
Oh, hello?
Hello, Daniel. It's National Call a Friend Day. I'm calling you. You're like my best friend.
Who dis? New phone. Who dis?
New phone. You
But,
would do that.
okay, so if it weren't me aside, who would be the friend that you would call in an emergency? Or
Now, I don't know about emergency. That's a big one.
hello? My was excellent. We'll talk about that.
Hello. Hello, darling.
Do you have, because that's one thing that I talk to people about in my coaching, is that you should have a support system. Like there should be somebody that you're able to call and say, hey, I don't need you to say anything. I just want you to listen. Or the person that you can have that, you have those inside jokes with.
I'd call my fellow and friend Wendy.
Wendy.
Of course. Absolutely. Without a doubt. I would call her. And then I would try calling Tony too.
And you don't have to have just one. I mean, that's because I have several people that I have like those intimate jokes with. Like I have Maddie, Martha, Wayne, Kai, Lee, like all my friends.
Oh yeah.
I have like these intimate jokes, and there's more people on the list. Probably if you're
and then I'd call James.
If you're on my Monday check-in list, if I check in with you on Monday, you're one of the people that I can call on and go, hey, can we talk? And
He doesn't check in with me on Mondays, so I guess I'm not on his list.
You're not? Well, you've never asked me to put you on the list.
You don't want to be on that. I just mean you're on my list for calling in emergency. I'm just making a joke, but you made it serious. Wah, wah.
Wayne and Garth. Yes.
Wayne and Garth. Man, swing.
Those are the ones I call. And then we get in the car and sing Rhapsody, Bohemian Rhapsody together.
Yes, you see our beautiful first in our relationship Christmas tree that we put up together this year. Yeah.
Yes. That's right there.
That's it.
My birthday. Yes, my birthday was Monday. And it was a wonderful birthday. It was exactly the way that I enjoy my time.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, like for people who have known me for a while, other years I celebrate my birthday a couple of weeks before my birthday, which is the big get together. And then on my birthday, it's very small. This year I didn't do a big thing because it wasn't a big birthday. It's 52, but we went to, and I can't pronounce the name of the restaurant,
which is odd because it's Spanish.
But it's like
K something.
Yeah.
It starts with a Q. I if he can't do it, I'm not. I just go food.
So we went to this Mexican restaurant that's right here on Venice Boulevard.
And wasn't their food based out of Oaxaca?
Oaxaca. It's Oaxaca based. Yeah.
It's Oaxacan food.
And
no, just kidding.
I'm trying to look for that.
But it was really good. And I got to have, what do they call them? Cochitas or Chapulinas. I got to have crickets, fried crickets. They were delicious. They were very good. And when you bit into them, some of them had a little lime burst into your mouth. So I don't know what they fed them before they fried them, but
it's called Quadain Restaurant.
Quiadain.
Quadain. Anyway, it's a Oaxacan-based restaurant, and the reason I picked it's number one because our friend Martha was going to be with us, so we wanted to choose some vegetarian menu, vegan restaurant
options,
and not just like, oh, here's some vegetables. They actually have plates for her.
Yeah,
and
it's always horrible when they just are like, Well, we can make anything with no meat.
It was really good. And then Chapulines Colorados. Yeah. Chapulines Colorados.
Yeah, they were good.
And then
I was impressed. And if that's going to be the future, I think I'll be okay.
so we had this appetizer with all these yummy treats on it, and then I ordered tacos. Of course, I had tacos on my birthday.
But these weren't tacos like I remember.
But these are huge tacos.
I mean, they look like two big burritos,
basically.
and they were cut in half, and
Still, I
and
made
still
3 meals out of them.
they were this like half of it was like
probably
this
foot
long.
long. Yeah.
So
Probably foot long.
well, see, that's men. We always misjudge length. I'm all. This is about 4.5 inches, so they were probably about 8 inch. Each was 8 inches,
And
which we are very familiar.
but they were barbacoa, lamb barbacoa.
Oh
tacos.
my god! And I love lamb. No, they weren't lamb. They were goat.
No, it was
Oh, you didn't get the goat one?
It was.
Because there was a goat one.
Well, that's it. Go. Okay.
Mhm.
And
Because that made it even more different for us. Because we all ordered something we really didn't use.
yes, I've been lied about what a foot looks like. And
our whole lives, men never know.
I swear this is a foot.
They don't know what 8 inches looks like, let alone a foot.
Yes, then this barbacoa was good because here in Southern California, here's the thing, and I've complained about this before. Barbacoa usually comes with the sauce, and if you ordered the plate, it comes in the sauce. But if you order it a taco, it's dry barbacoa, which I really love because it's more like Monterrey style.
Yeah,
and
they did it.
And they did it, and then for dessert,
when he looked, he got his face lit up.
You know who that?
Don't you know who that is, guys?
Yeah. So,
oh yeah.
Chapulín Colorado, the show. Yes, but they also were Chapulines Colorados. We actually ate Chapulines Colorados, but yes,
they were good. I
have a T-shirt from Chapulín Colorado.
As long as you don't mind seeing the legs and everything.
It was Martha didn't try them, but I ate them, and then I brought the little container home because I wanted to try some of them. I ate them for dinner. But then the desserts. Then we had desserts. Okay, I'm gonna say this about the place. The place was delicious, but they didn't give me a free dessert for my birthday. I was just a little like.
It was a little shocking because you really do. I love a dry rub. I like dry rub barbecue.
You know, when we're talking about footlongs, a dry rub is just, it's just gutter, just gutter talk. But the desserts we had.
But you're right. We have all been lied to about inches. That is for sure.
Misrepresented. We had the tres leches cake, which was really good.
The best, literally the best I've ever had. And that's not talking from a broad range of experience, but still, it looked really dry. When they brought it, it looked so not.
It looked dense.
Well, you know how they say you eat with your eyes first? Well, it didn't look very delicious to our eyes.
It looked a little dense.
And we all had very low expectations for it. But then you cut into it and all the leche comes out on the plate along with the caramel that they put. Oh, my God.
This place makes their own ice creams.
Oh, yeah, sorbets.
And
it was a prickly pear
this
sorbet.
One was a sorbet. It was nieve de prickly de tuna.
Yeah, which in English, for us English speakers, is the little red fruit that grow on top of nopales.
The prickly pears.
The prickly pears. It was so good. And it had the texture of Hawaiian ice.
Yeah.
So it was very light. Like you take a spoonful, there's no weight. And it just had all this flavor.
So if you're in the Culver City area and you're looking for something unique, try this place.
It's on really Venice. Really easy to find, actually.
It starts with a Q, so you can't.
Yeah, I know.
And then we brought home rice pudding because they had a roast.
And that was really good.
That was pretty good.
There's basically nothing we got from this place that was bad. That was like, oh, this is horrible. The only thing is when we got there, they were a little busy and they only had one waitress on staff.
Prickly pear is really slept on with flavor.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's a flavor that a lot of people don't appreciate and they don't know. I think I'm going to say I'll roll the dice. People in Arizona probably are more familiar with the flavor than people in other states. Oh,
okay. I better go to the kitchen, get a cookie.
Yes, queen. Go get a cookie.
But that was my birthday. And then I came home and just watched movies and
we watched RuPaul,
and then
now it's RuPaul.
Canada
it's Canada's Drag Race, Canada versus the world.
So that's
Even
it.
though it's not really, theirs didn't have quite the international showing that the British
So
one
if
had.
you're into RuPaul's, we watched the ending of
RuPaul's UK season.
So if you watched
4,
it, let us
season
know what
4.
you thought about that. What else is today? Today is National Card Playing Day. He's not much of a card player.
I'm not a card player.
But for my sister Nancy was here. We're card players.
The family is cuckoo for
Yeah,
Cocoa Puffs
we
about
do
playing
card
cards,
playing.
and you guys are competitors.
Yes,
it gets mean, and I love it. It's so great to observe. And
we play a game called Continental. And I learned how to play this game in junior high, and then I brought it home and showed my family, and it kind of became the family game.
It's awesome.
That we play, and it's very competitive. If ever, again, if you're ever in California, Venice, come over. Let's play cards. I'll show you how to play. And but that was my birthday. I had a really great birthday. I had about, I think I counted like 700 people that messaged me or text me or Facebook.
You know, Micah, it's interesting you mentioned that. We are going to watch Yellowstone, but we have to start way back at season 1 because we watched 1823 or 1899.
You watch? I haven't seen it.
Okay, 1899. We watched the prequel to Yellowstone, which was when the original pioneer with his daughters and his wife came to that land that Yellowstone is based on. That is their ranch in the modern day, in the current day. Then we still want to watch Harrison Ford in 1923,
but I haven't seen any.
Which is the current prequel. And then, you could watch Yellowstone. No, I haven't watched any of them.
No. Micah's watched.
I only watched 1899, the original, the 18 something.
For those of you that remember that we were up at Maddie's house for the weekend, they're into it, so they played an episode, and we
really were. It was, and
it kind of got to me. Like it looks very novela.
It is.
For me, it's very novela. So I'm interested in watching.
Like a wedo novela.
It's a wedo. Oh, that's a new term. It's a wedo novela.
Escándalo.
But we have our picks of the week, so we'll talk about picks of the week a little bit, and we got some cool shows that we found, but we'll talk about those in a little bit. So, but if you want to go ahead and tell us what your pick of the week is right now, please go ahead and just comment, and we'll talk about it. I know expectations for next year. We're waiting for C. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. I believe that Yellowstone has a diversity, whatever your taste in men may be.
They pretty well got
from the thin pretty to the bare chunky, from young to old. Cualquier sabor, dip them in chocolate, and it's today's celebration. What else is going on? It's the end of the year. We can
we're cruising into the end of the year, and blessedly, because there aren't students who need help at this time of year. I have a lot of. I've gotten basically all of Christmas and New Year's off, and at first I was kind of anxious, but unlike Daniel, I do not have any problem being bored because I'm not bored. I play my video. I'm getting to put for Christmas I got a new PlayStation 4 controller, and it has it is the Sony, but they've upgraded it, and it has a bigger lithium battery. So my old ones would run out after like 40 minutes, and I have to keep switching them out. This one runs for hours. And unfortunately, that means I can play for hours, and I won't even think about it. I'll just be like, because it doesn't run out. I know. Daniel's like, yay, I can do what I need to do and get everything done in peace. But I just love that I'm able to play these games, and it's been nice having the downtime. I definitely am getting towards the end where I'm ready to get back to work and all that. I play Star Trek Online. I also play Diablo 2 Resurrection, and I'm now playing on the Nightmare level with one of my characters because I beat the game. So when you come back, you are called a Slayer, and you're able to choose the higher levels to play. That are way more challenging. Like the simple creatures that you thought were so dumb now are lethal. And
dip them in chocolate.
and then I also play The Sims 4, which I hear there's a Sims 5 right on the horizon. So I'm excited about that. And then I don't have any other games I'm really committed to, but I really do focus on Star Trek Online and Diablo 2 Resurrection. I'm kind of old fashioned. I feel like those games are kind of dated and old, but I like them. And Diablo 2, I played the original Diablo 2 when it was on PC, and that's when I had the PC. And I remember playing that, and then I also remember learning all the cheats.
So talking about the ending, today is our last show of the year. What do you think has been your most significant moment this year? What has been your most significant moment of 2022? What do you consider y'all's and ours?
Most significant moment, just in general?
Yeah, like what if you could pinpoint if there's one memory of 2022 that immediately pops into your head, what is it? What is it? Because I have mine. I know what mine is. So what is y'all's? What is yours? I'll start where you think. So my most significant moment professionally is having been on the cover of the health and wellness section of the Puerto Rico newspaper, being interviewed by them and getting the cover of that, along with the other two top lists that I made this year. Those have been like really like important moments in my life, this professionally. I think personally, the most important thing personally this year was going to go see my mom's grave. Being able to go to my mom's grave and saying my goodbyes and having my moment with her was the most significant personal moment that I had this year. After knee surgery, realizing I'm stronger than I thought I was, and I'm the worst. I'm my worst enemy, girl. Yeah.
That's a wonderful lesson.
That is a huge lesson.
And I know how painful knee surgery is to recover from. I haven't had it, but my friend Wendy has, and I watched her go through the healing process. It can be very tough. I know that, but hey, once you get through that, the surgery, the pain, or the recovery, you have a fantastic new knee that won't ever hurt you again.
And I'm very honored that I keep in touch with Piper, and I've heard her story. And yes, you are. For Charlie, for me being in and out of the hospital and getting my surgery.
Yep.
That has, man,
that's a huge one.
Charlie has shared with us here, for those of you that don't know, he had a couple of surgeries. He had his ostomy surgery not too long ago, and you're doing awesome, man. You just took this like a champ. So congratulations.
Yep.
We're very proud of you.
And I like Street Fighter, and I probably prefer Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter, Charlie. And I used to have Mortal Kombat. Are you talking about the original Mortal Kombat, or the current really, really new versions, which are basically on PS4? But either way, what was that one? From me,
Micah, grateful for my family, friends, medical team. That's pretty much it. It's pretty cool, man.
I don't know what to say. Professionally, I have been promoted, and I have received multiple pay increases, and I have been getting the most amazing comments on my voice tutoring, where students, we send voice messages to each other instead of doing just a chat. And hearing the little voices saying, "Thank you for helping me. You made this amazing. I didn't know I knew this. Thank you for helping me figure that out." It almost makes me cry every time. It's what I wanted to do. It's what I want to do, and it's fulfilling my life on a level I just never thought it would. And I have continued to apply to higher up positions and more full-time positions within the company, because I really do want to stay with my company. I really like paper. But I know it's God, in the end, I know it's God's plan. And that's probably on a spiritual level. I have connected to my higher power in a way like I've never connected in any other previous years. I wake up usually every morning and do a little routine. If I'm not, I do it in the bathroom, or I do it in bed, or I do it in the shower. But I still connect with my higher power and ask for them to take the wheel and let their will be fulfilled, not mine, because my will has never gotten me anywhere. It got me where I wanted to be. So, and I'm living a life of fulfillment now. Like I just can't. I can't quantify it. I wish I could say I could put a dollar sign to it all, but I'm kind of at that. I think I've started to hit that age, my 53. I'm kind of like, I would rather feel fulfilled at the end of the day, and just, yes, my rent is paid and most of my bills are paid, and that's all I could ask. I'm happy with that, and I'm happy that, look at this cute little home with this amazing tree in the window this year behind us, and that's putting up the tree is a super. I actually cried because I come from a background of such suffering when it comes to Christmas and holidays, because my father was a religious tyrant and he refused to allow anyone to enjoy the holidays the way people typically do. So, yeah, those are the things I'm grateful for. But the most significant out of that is probably the tree and Christmas.
I think as a couple, I know that people should be like, a Christmas tree, but this was the first time we'd never done it. We
had ornaments since 2016.
Yeah, we've been putting together ornaments for a long time, and celebrating 10 years as a couple. 10 years as a couple this year.
Well, yeah.
2012.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Right. We met in 2012. So celebrating 10 years, putting up a tree, and I think we've grown as a couple too.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm not gonna.
It's not like conceited, like not trying to be conceited.
But doing the show helps us too, because
it helps a lot.
There'll be times, and I'm sure y'all have noticed, there'll be times when right before the show we have a little spat, and we come on the show, we're like, girl,
this is a fan.
Talk to the hand. But then we work it out through the show, and then in the end, like, it's like, what's for dinner? So let me read some of these, because
these are great. Hello, Michael, by the way.
Last week, finishing my coursework classes of grad school. Bravo. Attempting to finish and improve my thesis by the grad board. You got that.
Hey, that's what you got to do.
My company, I work for, caved in and signed the union contract. That's
good.
Awesome. Telling the teacher to go, beep himself, and next week he was fired. Oh, and I got out without a write-up. Okay. that is a definite.
That is so rewarding.
Definite
I love that.
Win.
It's so nice to hear.
For David, hi David. David, congrats on the magazine cover. Thank you. I wanted to mention a few weeks back, I was reading an old magazine. I can't remember which one, and it was an Apollo magazine I kept in my bathroom. There was an article about a Latino filmmaker making a short film, and you were in the still shot they had in the magazine. Oh, it looked like a time period piece. I think you were.
Yes, that was
yes. Oh my God!
The investigator from To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yes, but I know what you're talking about.
We know what you're talking about.
I'll pull it up in a minute. But yes, I did.
Oh wait, or is that the one with the Mexican actress that we like?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yes, that is amazing.
Thank you. I'm so glad you
forgot about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I did a short film a couple of years ago, and it went on to do very well in some of the festivals, movie festivals. So,
well, you have to have your phone in your hand, though. You have to go.
Do it properly, Dan. Talk to the hand.
Or have your phone in there.
No, Karen.
I just want to tell
Tequila Mockingbird.
Tequila Mockingbird. I just want to tell you, you hurt my feelings, and I don't like it. Do you understand? Oh, I've seen that move so many times on TikTok with the younger generations. That hand in front of their face. So, are you yourself? What's going on?
I'm finding my friend's page and tell you which one it is.
But yeah, it has been an adventure. It has been an adventure this year, but it's been a good year overall. There's been some hard stuff, but I'm grateful because the hardships are where I learn the most. Or when something I think I've got it down didn't quite work out the way I wanted, I grew the most in those situations because it's the way I reacted, the way I recovered from it that really, really, really helped and really taught me more. So I'm always grateful for doing it, for having that.
I'm finding the name of the movie, but David Black is the writer and he produces Tijuana. It was called Tijuana.
Called Tijuana. Tijuana.
And so you can find information at TijuanaTheMovie.com. So if you go to TijuanaTheMovie.com, it doesn't
Nope, not
seem like
anymore.
it, not anymore.
So just know it was the movie
But-
called Tijuana.
There is the video that they took. I think I'm in this video. Hold on a second. It's gonna. This is part of the behind the scenes shoot that we were in.
There you
There I
go.
am. There I was.
Quick second.
Yeah, I was the butler, and it was supposed to be made into a series, but I'm not sure. But
yeah, that's the one. Look at that.
anyway, it's the one of the movie, yes. So yeah. So thank you. And actually, we were talking about this earlier because I was so upset with myself that I hadn't worked on any.
Like he felt like he hadn't
I
done.
hadn't got cast. But then I realized that 3 projects that I'm in actually made it to film festivals.
Yeah, they made it to the festival circuit.
So
That's a big one. That's a big deal.
with, and I don't want to mess it up, but with my friend Guy, I worked on a project with him, Guy Nolan, and hold on a second, keep talking.
Okay. So anyway, so keep going. What are you guys? What is some of the more of the things, like what are some of the big significant events this year? I mean, I'm just happy COVID has gone from being a pandemic to being an endemic, which the difference in the wording is endemics are like the flu. We just accept that they're there. We accept that they exist and that there are vaccinations and ways to take care of yourself so it's not deadly anymore. I'm really grateful for that. Oh, Laura, hello.
We're doing welcome. This is another highlight in us.
Actually, it's a huge highlight. I totally can't believe we didn't mention it.
That as a couple, this is our future comadre right here, Laura and Jesus.
He means right.
There you go. And Jesus. We were asked to be godfathers to Junior. So little Adriel is going to be our godson. So hopefully, knock on wood, in March, we will be doing the baptism and his birthday. So that's pretty huge. Again, another huge thing. So we're excited to see them and hang out with them. I'm looking for the name of the movie because I don't want to mess it up.
Oh yeah.
But in this movie, I play a mime, and I'm at the very beginning of the movie, stage managed. I was a mime in that one. I'm at the beginning of the film. I was in a student film that was in the New Hampshire Movie Festival, and then it just premiered Blue Square Heart, which I did with some guys from AFI, and that went on to some film festivals. So I actually did 3 projects this year, and I just
didn't want to give himself credit.
I was totally discounting them for some reason, but that sounds like a little too optimistic to say COVID is an endemic. Well,
it's not. It actually is becoming an endemic.
Can you show us your mime moves? No. Because there were none. Actually, the day before I went to go shoot, I was watching YouTube videos on how to mime because I had to learn how to put on the makeup. My friend Guy asked me if I would jump in and do that. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, have you ever mimed before? I'm like, sure. Let's do this. And we did.
Well, and I'll say, when I say it's become an endemic, Michael, it's not. No, has the CDC made any declarations? No, but they never do. And I guess I mean more, and you're right, I should be more specific in what I'm saying. To me, it's become an endemic. And to a lot of people, it's become an endemic because they're just accepting that it exists and it's out there. And that there are ways to take care of yourself and there's ways not to take care of yourself in its presence. And because I just think people are exhausted. They call it they were calling it the pandemic exhaustion, where people were just wearing out. They're tired of worrying about it and they're tired of thinking about it. And, I know that doesn't make it not there, but it does become a challenge. But an endemic, it's starting to fit that definition because the numbers in hospitals did not soar. They went up, but they didn't go up like they did last Christmas.
Well, let me, for the specifics of it, just to make sure. Pandemic versus endemic. Pandemics are known to cause widespread disruption, illness, and hardships, as we have experienced in 2020. An endemic means a disease is spreading in a community at the normal or expected level. And I think in that case, we are. We know more, we understand more, we have an idea, and we're more proactive than reactive in COVID, and not just COVID, but the new flu and
everything.
RSV. Like we know better. So if you now catch any of those, like when we fly, when we flew, when we get on the plane, we put our mask on, we take care of ourselves. I mean, that's more controlled. We have more control. So there, technically, yes, we are in an endemic now. But we're so excited to officially be family, although we've been family for much. Yeah. So for sure. Emery, how you doing?
Hi, Emery. We missed you. We don't plan that. It just happens these days.
We have been missing you.
Big hugs to you too.
We're glad you joined us. So for everybody joining us, we've just been recapping the year and talking. And the question that we put out to y'all was, what is your proudest moment? What is the most significant moment in your life for this last year? Be it personal, professional, spiritual, mental, physical. Like what was the most important? If I asked you what was the most important thing in your life this year, what's the first thing that pops into your head?
Okay, and I'm not going to underplay what Laura wrote. You know, we've been excited to officially formally be family, and we've been family long. Absolutely, we don't want to. I feel like we kind of glossed over it, and I don't want to gloss over it because that's a very important thing. You know, family of choice is for a lot of us. I'll say for a lot of people, like Daniel and I, gay men and women, we do have to end up having a family of choice because so many times our family of origin does not necessarily want to be a part of our lives or want us to be a part of theirs. Not all the time, but it does happen. And we're so blessed to have these amazing friends and family of choice who love us unconditionally the way any family should. And we just really appreciate that. And we're just so excited to take this step and be able, be connected to you guys on a spiritual, religious and spiritual level.
Yeah. When for those of you that know the story, when I was going through treatment, I was recouping from treatment mostly. We would go to Ellie's house, who was Laura's mom, and she would feed us usually on Sundays. We would head over there on Sundays, and I would sit at one end of a table, do card readings. She would feed us. Christian would jump in the pool, and there was a little moment for us to just detox from not just physically, but
like
mentally,
I got to stop being a caretaker.
Yeah, and somebody else could watch me for a couple
someone
hours.
else could feed him and cook
and
for him.
It was really cool.
It was a moment in time that it was just.
So we're very honored to be included officially in
their amazing family.
In the eyes of God, to be united. Would you agree to doing a reality TV show?
Okay, I would totally love it.
Totally. Then I can follow you guys in your day. Of course we would. But would you?
I kind of funny. You already answered that question, apparently.
But I mean, I would.
You said we, not I.
That's
very interesting. But yes, I would. I think I would. Yeah, it'd be awkward. Like, I've watched reality shows where you could tell some of the family members who aren't as TV experienced or being in front of the camera that are awkward at first, but you do get it.
Yeah.
And I think I would do it. I would do it just because I think I want a health. Well, I like to think we're a healthy gay couple, and particularly an older healthy gay couple. I would like to see that. Yeah. I would like that to be represented in not like we're two crazy people or some weirdness, just as a normal, we're everyday people. We don't do things that are that different from anyone else. And I want people to see that.
We kind of do it once a week in front of y'all. Like y'all really, we really don't script any of this other than making notes.
Daniel makes notes.
Yeah, I make notes to make sure that we I make sure as a producer, I make sure that there's notes in place to move the show along. But most of everything is unscripted. So
Oh yeah, Michael. And by calling anything an endemic, you're still not minimizing what can happen to people and that people can still die from it. You're just saying it's really more about people are used to it. People are accepting that it exists and not scared of it anymore, even though it can be scary.
but healing energy going.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
sister. One thing I will say to you, Daniel, is your schedule this year has been exhausting from coast to coast. Alaska Virgo mission. Thank you. Yes.
And it's kind of crazy when you think that is a long distance from Alaska, Puerto Rico to Alaska, or Alaska to
Thank
Puerto
you.
Rico.
I have been. I have not been. I am very blessed and grateful and honored and privileged. I do have a very privileged work schedule that allows me to do what I love in places that I want to go. And yes, Alaska was amazing, and Puerto Rico. And it's interesting that in Miami, there's 3 places where there's this signage that looks very similar in different places that I've been to. Anyway, just a mental note.
That's a business traveler perception.
Love live stream programs. Okay, yeah, we love doing this, and we, in fact, on one of my on YouTube, if you care to go to YouTube, go to the very first episode, and you will see the difference between that very first episode and now. The pilot episode was so, and because it wasn't really meant to be anything but a one-time thing.
Yeah, like I was just talking about
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus. I was just talking about the importance of colon health, and we both experienced.
Yeah.
You know, I just had a colonoscopy. They found.
No, you were about to.
That's about.
You were. It was the day before.
Oh, then it was really a miserable time.
It was the day before.
That's the emptying day. That's a bad day.
Yeah.
But it's just funny that
Yes.
was how it started.
My God, that is an exciting thing that is happening in your life. He's becoming the director of Bill House Hearts. So, Alaska,
Yeah.
go dog sledding with Chihuahuas instead of Huskies.
That would be
Because I'm
hilarious.
Mexican, they did. They were like, and they bought me Taco Bell.
It's the show.
Oh, it's a show.
Hi.
Hi,
Oh my
Puerto
gosh.
Rico.
Thank you for joining us. That is, guys, you got to realize how they are way ahead of us. That's what, 8 hours ahead?
Sachelle was in one of the trainings that I did out there.
Mhm.
So, hola, saludos.
Is it like 2
A new
a.m. for her?
educational live streaming program. Ooh, let us know when you launch that.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. But no, I just don't want to undersell it. Sachelle being on, it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I think for them. They're 8 hours ahead, right?
No, Puerto Rico is 4 hours ahead.
Oh, 4 hours ahead.
So it's almost
10,
11 o'clock.
Almost 11 o'clock. God bless you. Thank you for being on.
Gracias por vernos.
Oh. Yes. The bowl prep was very pleasurable. I you know what? The funny, sad part is that particular colonoscopy didn't happen because they went in and I wasn't cleaned out enough, and so they prescribed 2 gallons of the
next one.
horribleness
Oh, that's right.
on the next one. So it was so frustrating because I had to do 2 gallons, and I basically, and that time I went back in. They went back in. And it still wasn't quite clear because I had to go back 3 times. And the third time they gave me 2 gallons and they said, oh, you know, the day before you have to just do all clear liquids because you're not clearing out. Well, I did 2 days before, and then it worked. But it was miserable. And Daniel enjoyed every minute of it.
Not.
Yes, you did, because
Did
I used to do
not.
when he was going through his colonoscopies, he remember hearing the alarm, and he remember being in the bathroom hearing the alarm and hearing me go, okay, now we're ready for our next coffee cup of
torture. If you have ever had a colonoscopy, you know.
Yeah.
But if you go back and watch episode 1, which is the pilot episode, is the day before his first
yeah.
colonoscopy. Episode 2 is just hours before you were going to start your next one. So go back and eat all those.
Eat all those.
I mean, watch those.
Yeah.
Yes, Daniel.
So
Yeah. If you had one, you know the torture that they are.
Oh yeah.
You ate too much frijoles, Christian.
Yeah. Apparently, I didn't know I was so full of you know what.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Sure. My show this week, pick of the week, is Iron Chef Mexico. This is such an enjoyable version of Iron Chef. The hosts are dramatical. They are dramatic. They say funny stuff. Their roving reporter on the floor is hilarious, and she just kind of she almost like sneaks up behind them all the time. She just kind of appears. She's like, "Hola," and they're like, "Ah, okay." And the whole show, and then the president of Iron Chef Mexico is actually the nephew of the president of Iron Chef America. And so it's kind of cute that in the first episode he passes the torch over to him for Iron Chef Mexico. And it's always interesting to see distinctly Japanese people speaking beautiful Spanish. Or Daniel said they sound like translator Spanish, like translators would sound. But it's really cool. It is a fantastic series. It's fun. I love that most of the recipes, I have no idea what they're making. And as they describe it, and it also helps me, I'm understanding more and more Spanish as I listen to it. Because I try not to, I don't really read the subtitles. I just kind of go with what I hear and can piece together and understand. So it's also educational. But no, I just really enjoy it.
Cool. My pick of the week is a show called Blood, Sex, and Royalty, which is the story of
Iron Chef Mexico is on Netflix.
It's and so is
Blood, Sex,
and Royalty. It's on Netflix. It is the story. It's 3 episodes, and they're only like 45 minutes each, which is a really quick episode. It's the story in 3 episodes of Anne Boleyn and how she rose to royalty and her time in royalty. Basically in 3 episodes, like the beginning, how she meets Henry, and then how they're trying to make their relationships come together. How really they put it in a way that it's really sweet, but really how manipulative she really was in the situation. There is this whole other side to it. And then her fall from fame, from royalty, from grace. There you go. Thank you. The actress is Amy James Kelly, who plays Anne Boleyn, and Max Parker, who plays Henry Tudor.
Henry VIII.
Well, he's Henry Tudor before Henry VIII. That's how they have him listed. So you had your show. So go catch it. It's really quick. We binged it in one night. 3 episodes, super quick. It's really fast paced. The story is so interesting. I hope they make more out of this series like that, because it really showed you. And I'm going to be honest, the reason I was always interested in Anne Boleyn is because they mentioned her in Steel Magnolias, and I always wanted to know the story of Anne Boleyn, and I finally got to see it. Catch it. 3 episodes, 43 minutes actually each. It's on Netflix, and it's super fun. So what are y'all watching this week, and what should we watch over the rest of the holidays? What else was I going to say? I have one more thing. I forgot. We're starting a new show.
Oh, yes.
We're starting a new show in the new year. So we have homework. If you want to watch the show, come join us. We're going to be reviewing old movies, black and white movies, color movies, modern movies.
Why they got to be colored? No.
But most of the themes have either an LGBTQ plus subtext to it or an HIV or health related, because there are some cancer movies that we can watch too. And so check them out. The show is called Insightful, a movie review show, and it's the first movie we're going to review is called Sordid Lives. And the reason we're doing it is because Leslie Jordan is one of the main characters in it, and he passed away recently. If you don't know who Leslie Jordan is, look him up. But the movie is directed and written by Dale Shores, who I actually know and took a class from him. This show is going to be every other Monday at 6 p.m., 9 Pacific, right here on whatever channel you're watching on. And we're going to put out a list of movies for like the next couple of months so that you know ahead of time what movie we're going to watch. That way you can comment. And will you be watching these films in real time? Just discussing them.
Yeah.
So, but we'll let you know what movie we'll be discussing ahead of time so that you can watch it on your own time and be part of the discussion.
And thank you, Emery, for the acknowledgement of my many faces I like to make.
Don't mean to make you uncomfortable, but your mom is smiling next to you. Whose mom?
I know they're both dead. Neither one of us have our mom with us anymore. So if it's mine, that doesn't surprise me at all. And it would not make me uncomfortable at all.
The late Leslie Jordan, he was in one of the Friday. Oh, really? I didn't know.
I didn't know
I didn't know
that.
that. I've only seen.
He's so little.
I've only seen like one of them or two of them.
I totally would love to know.
Oh,
which
my
one.
mom.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. You know, Micah, you know I love you, and any message you have.
Yeah, that would never, either one of us, it wouldn't freak us out.
Please, please.
No.
So if you know any movie, like some of the movies we talked about,
That's because I was making cute faces around our sign.
oh,
I was showing amazement.
I wasn't watching you.
No. You
Some of the movies we have in mind to watch is we actually
well, the first one.
the first one is Sorted Lives, and then we're discussing Steel Magnolias
Mm-hmm.
because don't tell all of it, but say part of it.
But just because there's a lot of character, like the characters were incredibly detailed and developed in that movie, but they're not, you don't necessarily acknowledge it because the main plot line is hard not to focus on. And we realized, wow, there's the characters there's some stuff to talk about with the other characters besides the mom and daughter.
Yeah. So we feel that some of these movies have the main characters, but the supportive cast have all these backstories that we don't discuss. Like for instance,
that are
overlooked. Seminoles, Truby.
Excuse me.
We feel like and now have all these other stories that we haven't really discussed.
Well, and then I want another movie I would like to do. Yeah, that we've actually talked about that. And another movie I'd like to do is Love, Valor, and Compassion. I think that's a very under-promoted, undersold film that really, in the time it was made, was, oh my Lord. It was made at a time when movies like that just weren't made. They were made.
Merry Christmas.
Hello.
Have you seen 1899?
Not yet. Oh, I have. Yes, I have.
Is that the one?
This is the one about the ships.
Oh,
remember that one? You saw a little bit of it. Okay. Yes.
And then one of the other features that we're doing, like our first co-host for this show will be Lee, my friend Lee Worrells, who's going to be co-hosting with us, so he can be part of the discussion. So if you want to make a suggestion about a movie that you think falls, please submit them to us. If they are either LGBTQ+ and or health related, particularly HIV, and you're like, hey, I want to discuss this movie, let us know, and we'll have you on as a co-host so you can discuss the movie. So come on in and let us know. But we're mental notice, we are stepping away from the main characters to discuss some of the side characters.
Yeah, the alternative, the characters that we just don't pay attention to. We don't, even though they're very well developed, you just don't pay attention to them.
So join us. Please join us. And again, just so you can see
it's going to be a neat experiment.
Yeah, we're going to see what happens with it.
Just like if you go back and watch the pilot episode of this show,
so
you'll get it.
Right there. Catch it. Insightful, a movie review show. And if you know people who worked on the movie or are part of the movie or actors, or please let them know so we can talk to them. Maybe they want to be on the show and
they want to know their characters being acknowledged finally.
Yes, happy 2023. We're almost out of time. And what about The Death and Life of Marsha P. Johnson on Netflix? Ooh, we haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen it yet. I just mentioned that last night to Daniel. That I go, this sounds like it'd be really interesting to watch.
And Seminoles was the great Shirley MacLaine, who I was an extra in. Oh, really? Oh, you were an extra in
Guardian Tess. Okay.
Ooh.
That's so cool, Emery.
Sending you both love. Yes, we love you too.
And thank you for that little update, Micah.
That's nice. Before we go, you want to say some last wish for 2023 for everybody, or any last any New Year's?
I don't do resolutions. So.
I didn't say resolutions. I said any message for everybody.
You know what? Bring in the new year. However, you're going to bring in the new year. However, you're going to bring in the new year. But I just say take a moment and take a deep breath. Take 3 big deep breaths and just let it out. And just let 2023 go, but do it let it go with love.
2022.
Oh, 2022. Let 2022 go with love and compassion and understanding that whatever went on this year, if you're here and you're able to say, welcome to the new year, you won. You succeeded. You made it to 2023. So just let it out and open up your heart and your soul to the new year. I just believe in let it go. Let 2022 go with love and peace, and bring in the new year with an open heart and open mind.
And I would love to say, from Little Mexican Productions and from Christian and Daniel, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us, for following us, for commenting, for being part of the conversations, for being with us in the happy times this year and in some of the sad times this year. You, unbeknownst to you, have pushed us through some of the harder times, and you've celebrated with us the happy times. We look forward to Wednesdays with y'all, and when we can't do it, we really do miss it.
Thank you.
Love, light, and happiness. We wish you health, wealth, and joy. May you be aligned physically, mentally, and spiritually. And we're excited for next year, and we hope that I want to make sure that all the messages get out. Wishing everybody a new happy. Yes.
The heart.
Love you guys. Yes, I did the heart.
Please, you do.
Yes, and I did the just. Who's roasting this duck? I always want to play a special song from the Human League. Love is all that matters.
Such a good song.
Version. I play it 10 minutes before the new year comes. Awesome. Well, that's pretty awesome.
I like that. That's a good song.
We're almost out of time, but if you want to tell us what your goal is or what your traditions are. Yeah, if you have a tradition, do you have? We don't have really a tradition, do we?
No, not around New Year's.
We don't really have a tradition.
We should think about that.
We should do something.
I would love to do something. Oh yes,
these are still up for sale. Behind Christian, these are all boxes of books. Help me sell books. Grumpy Bunny and the Colors Game, or Conejito Gruñón y el Juego de Colores. These are $20 each. These are the books that I wrote. Check them out. There's all kinds of colors in them. I'm not going to go through the whole book, but check them out. I just haven't opened the mom page. There you go. There you go.
I don't believe in happenstance or accidents, so I know that was meant to happen.
Yes, Grumpy Bunny, Emery. I'm going to send you a message after this, so please. But if nobody wants to comment on that, but Happy New Year. We wish you all the best. We love you guys. I always thought it was really corny when people would say that on shows. Like, I love you.
Oh, thank you, Emery.
But, what do you say? Yeah, we're looking at ordering these for my hubby's school. Then I will definitely message you after this. Happy New Year for you guys. Yes.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Thank you for spending your Wednesday evenings with us. We really truly appreciate it.
Here's to another year of it.
And I guess second is Monday, third, fourth. We will see you
January
4th for the new season of Christian and Dan Show. You have a good evening.
Bye.
And let me find the song. All right, guys. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year, everyone.